my initial observations of Western astrology were kind of superficial. You would see in newspapers, your horoscope. Oh, you're a Taurus. Well, today is a good day to start something new, or you're going to have good luck today. Or if you're a Sagittarius, then you got to be mindful of your emotional health today. And I'm like, boring, like give me something deep, So my initial thoughts on astrology was that it was vague, kind of like reading a fortune cookie, or ineffective at giving you any real information or insight into your personality or daily events. So I kind of had astrology kind of mentally just, oh man, this is pretty. I had astrology kind of in a box, like not really effective. So I was looking towards other spiritual sciences. Alchemy was my thing. I want to be an alchemist. I want to study matter and on a deeper level. Oh, it's getting a little hairy here. So I get into alchemy and boom, I'm studying, getting the basics, a basic understanding. And then shortly into it, they're associating these chemicals or these substances with the planets. Oh, this has a planetary influence of Saturn, or phosphates have a planetary connection with Mars. You know what I mean? These aren't true. I'm just kind of contextualizing what I'm trying to say. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta get in. So without an understanding of astrology and planetary influences, I wasn't gonna get anywhere as an alchemist. So I somewhat reluctantly started studying astrology. So I was like, okay, fine. Okay, here we go. Let me see what astrology is all about. Started getting into it. But at the time, all I knew was about Western astrology. I didn't even know that Vedic astrology existed. So anyway, getting deeper into Western astrology, I'm like, wow, it actually does provide some insight, quite a bit of insight into the nature of ourselves. I did some reading. I realized soon that there's much more going on than just your sun sign. You got your moon sign, your rising signs, all the planetary placements in your birth chart or natal chart. And reading deeper, I got some interpretations about, using yourself as a reference point, because you can't understand astrology without first applying it to your own self and your own experience here in this incarnation, and then you radiate your understanding outward once you have a reference of the self, and you can align yourself with the science. So some of these interpretations were really accurate, and I was like, oh, okay, well, shit, now I'm convinced. All right, cool, let's do this astrology. And actually, to my pleasantly surprised that I was hooked. I started really diving deep into astrology, so much so it's been a couple years of journeying into the realm of astrology. I haven't even really gone back to alchemy yet, because I'm so kind of enthralled in this astrological science. Not that I'll get back to it, but this has taken me down a deep rabbit hole. So anyway, astrology, bam, studying astrology, and somehow I forget how exactly. I really wish that I could remember, because I'm into like omens and synchronicities and stuff like that. Something came up that put Vedic astrology on my mental radar, and I was like, what? So, not okay. Let me rewind a little bit. Into studying astrology, but I was also into Hindu philosophy or Vedic philosophy, as in most specifically as the Bhagavad Gita. Super profound. It's basically like the Hindu Bible or the Vedic kind of Bible, whereas just like the Bible, it's basically the most comprehensive and condensed form of Christian and Jewish ideology and sciences. There's much more. Obviously, there's other books of the Bible that weren't included, and the Jews have much more literature and traditions than what you'll find in the Old Testament of the Bible. So, using that as a reference, now let's kind of zoom back into the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is basically just a condensed, summarized, highly potent compendium of Vedic thought. So, boom, I'm already deep in the Bhagavad Gita. I mean, reading it several times, studying it, dissecting it, and then, but I was studying Western astrology too. So I'm going deep into that. And then somewhere along the line, somebody was like, oh, da 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 da, Vedic astrology, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, whoa whoa whoa, whoa, what? Vedic astrology? So, boom, I started getting into it, and wow, fam, I'm talking, wow, I was just blown away at how accurate it is, how many dimensions of it there are. And so here I am, a student and researcher of Vedic astrology.